Hi guys, welcome to your horoscope for April 18th, 2021, which is a Sunday. The first thing that I want to talk about happened yesterday and I didn't mention it in yesterday's video. So Neptune, which is right here, hit 22 degrees. It was at 21 degrees and this is a big deal because Neptune moves really slowly. It takes 15-16 years to get through a sign. So this is a big deal. When a planet moves 1 degree, we make progress. Okay, so that's one major thing that happened. The next major thing that happened was Chiron hit 10 degrees. Okay, so this is one step forward. This is one step in progress. All right, that's the first thing. The second thing that I want to talk about today happens at about 6 a.m. Pacific time. You guys can see it on the chart. The Sun and Mercury, they meet up. They meet up at 28 degrees of Aries. All right. When the Sun and Mercury meet up, we can get a message. Why? Because Mercury is the messenger of gods. It, so to speak, delivers a message. It need not be that someone delivers a message to you from outside. It could very well be a realization as well. And this has a lot to do with your identity, who you are, the things you're starting, the life you're building. Okay? So this happens at 6 a.m. All right? And soon after this, let's see this happen. Soon after this, at about 7 a.m., the moon and Uranus are in a sextile, a 60-degree angle, okay? Uranus is an unexpected energy. It's an unconventional energy. It's a sudden energy. And the moon is our emotions, okay? So this could be a sudden change of emotions. This could be a sudden change that is unexpected. And since the Mercury-Sun conjunction happened an hour before, this could very well be connected to the realization you've had or the message that you've received, okay? So that happens early in the morning on Sunday. And as Uranus is sextiling the moon is also squaring Chiron, okay? This is a square, it's a 90-degree angle, and it signifies change, okay? And it does not feel very easy. What is Chiron? Chiron is our deepest wound, but it's also our healing. And moon square Chiron could be that we're healing, but it may not feel the best. And since this is at the same time that Uranus is sextiling the moon, it may be a weird energy where there's a sudden change to emotions, you heal, but that healing is bittersweet. Okay? So that's what I wanted to talk about. And we'll keep it short today. The next thing that I want to touch upon is that, let me move the chart a little bit ahead. Okay? There. The Sun is finishing up in Aries. Okay? It's at the last degree of Aries. And so is Mercury. Mercury is also finishing up in Aries, and both of them will enter the sign of Taurus, I believe, tomorrow or day after. And what does this mean? This means a shift in energy. This means going from an impulsive, go-getting, let's start things, let's do things now attitude to a more stable, slow energy. Okay? Yeah. And the last thing that I want to touch upon for today is that Mars is reaching its end degrees in Gemini and it will enter the sign of Cancer. And again, this will be a massive shift in energy, but there is still some time for that. I believe around April 23rd is when Mars changes signs. Okay? So to sum it all up for today, this is a step forward. The healing may not feel the best. There is some sort of message or realization that you will receive, and we're just getting ready to shift into a different energy. Okay? And for today, Saturn is still trining the North Node. We still have immense support to move towards our path, to build our goals. We still have that energy with us. And at the same time, Jupiter and Pluto are in a semi-sextile 30-degree angle, which is positive, which means as we transform, as we let go of fears, Jupiter is blessing us. So that's all for April 18th, 2021, which is a Sunday. And now I will give you a brief background on what's happening in the astrology for the past year and a half or so. The first thing that I want to talk about is the Saturn Chiron sextile, a 60-degree angle. This is positive. We are going to be in this energy all year. And what is this energy? This energy is about healing your identity. We found around Feb, that 9th to be exact, we found something, we took a decision, we started to build something that would heal our identity, and we're going to be in this energy almost all year. The second thing that I want to touch upon is the Saturn Uranus square. Square is a 90-degree angle and it feels challenging. And we are going to be in this energy all year. They're going to square exact 3 times. The first square happened around Feb 16th, Feb 17th. There's another one in June and then at the end of the year. But we are going to be in this energy all year. And this energy is about coming into who you truly are and letting go of old things, old patterns, old thought processes, old skill sets, old ways of being. That is not you anymore. Okay. Then I want to talk about Uranus, Chiron, semi-sextile, a 30-degree angle. We're going to be in this energy also all year. And this energy is about healing in unexpected ways. Healing in unexpected ways through our values, through our skills, through how we make money. Okay? That's going to be with us all year as well. The next thing I want to talk about is the Saturn-Jupiter conjunction. They met up here in December of 2020 at 0 degrees of Aquarius, and they meet up once in 20 years. And when they meet up, they begin a 20-year cycle and end a 20-year cycle. We have seen most of what this 20-year cycle will be for us, but we are going to take 2 years to lay the foundation of the 20-year cycle that will be with us till 2040. The second last thing that I want to talk about is the Saturn-Pluto conjunction that happened at 22 degrees of Capricorn, Jan of 2020. They meet once in 33 to 38 years, and when they meet up, it ends a cycle and begins another one. The cycle that began for us in Jan 2020 ended a cycle that began between 1982 and 1984, and the Jan 2020 cycle changed our material reality completely. Okay. And the last thing that I want to touch upon are the nodes. The North Node is in Gemini and the South Node is in Sagittarius. They were in the same spot between 2001 and 2003. So whatever themes, events were in your life between 2001 and 2003, you might be dealing with those. You might be resolving those, reviewing those, revisiting those. But those themes will come up. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please do subscribe and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.